Don't knock masturbation. It's sex with someone I love.
Hi, welcome to another edition of the Alan Rosenberg Show. So a couple of weeks ago, an old friend of mine, Toba, I don't know if he's going to watch this video, but he sent like a group text to a group that I'm on, and he said he was listening to Jackson Browne's Running on Empty. So I wrote him back saying, yeah, that's by far my favorite Jackson Browne album, and I hadn't heard it in quite a long time. And Toba, you got me in the mood, and I put on Running on Empty, and I got the deluxe edition here. And I'm listening to the album, and I'm just loving it. And then the song comes on called Rosie. Rosie, you're alright, you wear my ring, and when I hold you tight, baby, you're my thing. It goes on. It's an amazing song, right? Nice ballad. I'm listening to it because it's a great song, and it's about a tech who works for Jackson Browne, the band, and he brings in this hot girl who's floating around. Not that she's a groupie, and she's sitting next to him, and he's all excited. He thinks he's going to be with her, and she leaves him for the drama. And then he starts singing how, it's you and me again tonight, Rosie. And I'm saying, I think Rosie is him, his hand. And then it got me thinking, well, there was another thing that happened. So I'm at the mall with my wife, and we go into Spencer's, Spencer's Gifts. And I go into the back of Spencer's, and man, I couldn't believe it. It was amazing. The whole back wall was filled with vibrators. I mean, I never seen so many vibrators. It must have been like 500 vibrators. I'm like, it's amazing technology. And I said, this is awesome. Everything's out in the open now. Masturbation completely out in the open. Nothing wrong with it, right? So thank you, Woody Allen, for the beginning of this video, because he's commented on it, of course, in his movies. So it got me thinking, I don't know, is there any videos out there about your favorite songs about masturbation? So there you go. That's the theme of this video. So let's knock them out. I got about 16 choices that I was thinking about. Clearly songs that feature or about masturbation. Nothing about or that. Quit knocking my hobbies, right? So we already mentioned Rosie from Jackson Browne's classic Running on Empty. And this is an amazing album, by the way. This is like a deluxe edition. Great. And Rosie's a great song. So that's definitely one that I would certainly choose. I think one that everybody would think of right away is this. Steve Harold, I'm thinking of you. Not about masturbation. I'm thinking about you because this is your time period. And this is pretty cool 45. This is The Vapors. And Turning Japanese. I'm Turning Japanese. You know that one. And this is a promo not for sale 45 that I got. I have like thousands of 45s those are actually not even in my database. Some of them are, but not too many. And this one I have as well. The Vapors and Turning Japanese, a promo 45. Turning Japanese, clearly about masturbation. Now, when I was a kid, again, I'm turning 61 in a couple of days. This was a huge hit. This is Chuck Berry and the London Chuck Berry Sessions, original vinyl. I'll show it to you. There's the gatefold. And correct me if I'm wrong, if you're more of a Chuck Berry expert than me, but I think his only number one in America is this, which was 11 minutes, 52 seconds on the on the album version, and that is My Ding-A-Ling. Such a fun, goofy, almost novelty song, but it's a fun song for sure on Chess Records. Chuck Berry singing, My Ding-A-Ling, won't you play with my Ding-A-Ling? I think that's his only number one hit, and then he tells a story on it. So there you go, Chuck Berry from the London Chuck Berry Sessions. Gotta love that. Let's turn the Japanese back up there, right? There's that. We talked about that. I'll save some of my favorite ones at the end. So some of the other ones that instantly going to think of, well, if you're from around the 80s, you were popular, Cyndi Lauper's debut classic album, She's So Unusual. Well, there it is on the, that was the vinyl hype sticker, She Bop, because of course I had it on vinyl. She bop, you bop, we all bop. Thank you, Cyndi. There you go, She Bop. From Cyndi Lauper. You gotta love that one. The Police, this one is definitely Be My Girl, Sally, from their debut. Atlandos de Amor. Mention that one. What else do we got here? Everybody's going to think about Prince from the classic Purple Rain album. You know, Darling Nikki, and she was masturbating. So mentions that. Darling Nikki from Purple Rain. The Divinyls. This is one of my favorites. I love this one. I have this CD just for the song. The rest of the album's pretty good too, but I think of you, I touch myself. Oh, that's a great tune. So there you go. The Divinyls. Touching yourself. Gotta love that. That's going down. I'm not going to touch that at all. Okay, let's keep going. This is one was, from Alanis Morissette's classic Jagged Little Pill album, one of the all-time great debut albums for sure. And the song Forgiven, which is, leave it to Alanis, that's a cool song because she mentions, like, she knows her brothers are doing it all the time. They're not going blind. They're not going to hell. So she's doing it. She's got to go into the confessional and tell the priest, I guess, that she needs to be forgiven for pleasuring herself. Got no problem with that, Alanis. Billy Idol. This is from the very best of Billy Idol because he did it originally with Generation X. Dancing with Myself. Yeah, he's doing a little bit more than dancing with himself. No problem with that, Billy. Now, this was a classic. This is the Buzzcocks, and from the Singles Going Steady album. This is a really good version of it because this is digitally remastered with a ton of bonus tracks. But this is a good one, and I am talking about the obvious track is the song, first song right there, Orgasm Addict. As I always say, life in moderation. Moderation. Now, another one is The Violent Femmes and Blister in the Sun. That is clearly about masturbation, but the version that I like the best is this, from the EP. This is a promo from the Indigo Girls. This was like a promo of a single from the album, and they featured Blister in the Sun, a live version, and that's a good one. So, I don't know, maybe you could find that somewhere. Maybe you could find that on YouTube. Maybe you can. I don't know. But I got it. Let's go to some more personal favorites, shall we? We shall. There's a video series like albums that have changed your life, and I've done similar videos. I just called them different things. But I'll tell you, when I was growing up and I picked this album up when it first came out, and this is one of the all-time greatest hits albums. There's 12 songs on it. There's other greatest hits from Alice Cooper, but none are as good, and the artwork's great too. Alice Cooper's greatest hits, the original version. But the title track from one of his albums that's not so great is Muscle of Love. I got a muscle of love. Great tune from a not such great album, but get it on the greatest hits because this is killer. All killer, no filler. All right, what else we got? So I am wearing this shirt, Billy Joel in concert. So I'd seen him in concert recently. And Billy, not one, but two songs that touch on masturbation in a good way. From the Glass Houses album. Sometimes a fantasy, whoa, whoa, is just the real thing. There it is. Sometimes a fantasy. Way to go, Billy. That's a great song, by the way. Love that one. That's one of the Billy Joel songs that's real popular that I could actually still listen to. That's a killer one. Oh, I hope you don't fall down. We're getting risky, Tom. We're getting risky. Now, when I was growing up, and Billy Joel wasn't huge yet. I mean, he was big on Long Island, but he wasn't nearly with the level he was. But on Piano Man, and probably to this day, my favorite Billy Joel song is the classic Captain Jack. You just stay at home and masturbate. Yep, when he sang that, a lot of people like, yep. Okay, let's keep going. Elvis Costello from his classic second album, This Year's Model. And Pump It Up. Definitely masturbation. Great song. Great album. Great second album. I did a series recently on, knew that was going to happen, on great second albums. And That's got to be in it for sure, because that is awesome. All right, let's keep going. What else do I got here? We're getting creative. There we go. Okay, two more. One is from Billy Squier, the classic Don't Say No album. And I saw him in concert. He was open for Pat Benatar, actually, for the Don't Say No, or maybe it was Emotions Emotion. He was great, by the way. Absolutely great. And nothing like 10,000 people singing, Stroke Me, Stroke Me. Yep, The Stroke from Billy Squier. All right, what else we got to do? One more. We got to save the best for last, because when I was growing up, you know, I always say, who's my second favorite band? Well, I flip-flop. It's either the Kinks or the Who, depending on my mood. But both would be 2 or 3. And one of my all-time favorite Who songs, and I remember hearing it when I got the Story of the Who collection, was one of my first Who albums that I ever bought. And it featured the single, Pictures of Lily. Pictures of Lily make my life so wonderful. This is from Itty Bitty Big and Bouncy, of course. Pictures of Lily. Would be my number one choice for greatest song about masturbation. So there you go. Thank you, Woody Allen. Even though you didn't approve me who's using the opening bit, I hope you don't mind. And I'm going to use you again for the closing bit. So thanks so much for watching. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you don't take it too seriously, and I hope you don't get all upset. Just got to lighten up sometimes in the world. I do videos like this a lot where I come up with a concept. So all you got to do is go to my channel and hit playlists. And if you go to playlists, there's lots of playlists, and one of them is called Discographies by Topic. And you hit full playlist, and there is none other than 64 videos there of topics: favorite live albums, favorite double albums, best debut albums, favorite Southern rock epic songs, final bootlegs, supergroups of all time. There's a lot. Greatest guitar solos. And now, best songs about masturbation. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you had a good weekend. If you're new to my channel, please hit subscribe. Check out the other videos. It's all about physical media for me, stuff that I own and stuff that I know really, really well. Let me know what songs I missed. What songs are your favorites? Or maybe you don't like any of these. I don't know. Sometimes you just got to have fun. Have a great day. I will see you next time on the Alan Rosenberg Show.
I'm so humiliated. I don't know what to say.
Could you have ruined yourself somehow?
How could I ruin myself?
I don't know.
Ruin myself?
Excessive masturbation?
Hey, you gonna start knocking my hobbies?